Hello and welcome back to RLCS Recap with your host Marky Two Butts. Today we're going to be going over the Spring Regional number 2 in NA that happened a couple weekends ago. Life gets in the way sometimes, but we are back taking a look at all the action that happened a couple weekends to just look at this group stage, or like the upper bracket and the upper bracket quarterfinals, round 1 and quarterfinals, and the round 1, 2, and 3 of the lower brackets. We are looking at Energy versus Space Station in this first upper round 1. This is a double elimination style for the spring regionals, as they've been for the first one, as well as Energy gets kicked off with one goal already. Putting pressure on, though, is Space Station coming the other way, and they're going to dump it back down. Those Space Station all seem to be upfield, and that is a second goal for Energy. So they start up 2-0 with a minute 40 left to go, as they've started out pretty good in this game. LJ trying to air dribble past Energy, can't quite find it though, and now Justin will take over. No one else challenging him. 30 boosts in the tank. Flipper set, yes, he's able to use it correctly and gets a goal for his efforts. With a minute remaining, looking a lot likely, very likely that Energy will take the game, as another ball comes out to half field and goes over the last player too with 4-0 right off the kickoff too. Though coming back is LJ, and he's able to dunk that down, not quite in, but Arsenal is there for the put away. And just 30 seconds remaining, they do get the first goal of the campaign, so it's got to give them a little bit of momentum. And a nice shot going in, and goes in off the defender, I believe, as maybe wasn't expecting that angle of shot to come through, but that is 4-2 now, and that makes it 4-3 as they fall just short. But 3 goals in the last about 30 seconds got to be a good momentum boost for Space Station coming into the second game with a minute remaining. Gargi put a shot on target and is able to dunk it down in the face of the defender and put it in behind him as a 1-0 game with 50 seconds remaining right after kickoff. LJ up to Arsenal, he puts it back post and ties it up with 30 seconds remain. Hoxer's going to play it slow into the corner, flick it up into the back wall, catches it himself, trying to go and force it home. Can't quite do it, though. Ball still dangerous in the box, and double commit comes through, but LJ puts it through both defenders, and there's a 2-1 win with a nice save. Into game 3 we go, as Justin wins a 50 over to Gargi, and that's just an empty net for him. Easy as you like. And 1 goal to Energy as they start us off with a first goal in the third game, as well as the other 2. But Space Station come back straight away. 3 minutes remain. Still lots of time, though. LJ will dump that down right in front of the goal and bump out of a player. The ball still dangerously above the net and can't be cleared by Energy players. And there's 2-1-2 Space Station, as in the 50-50 half field will go the way of Space Stations, and will drop in front of the net and be put away as they take a 3-1 lead as Space Station. And the ball played infield, and a nice demo coming through, and back post is there for a 4-1 game. As we move on to game number 4 of the best of 5. Space Station has a chance to win it here, but Energy trying to stop that. They get the first goal, and kind of a miss hit right there. Doesn't quite come to anything so far, as Hoxer will play that over to LJ, and just a quick tap over the oncoming defenders. He's got a call from a teammate saying that person's coming down, needs to touch it around him. He's able to do so and put it on target and tie it up, as coming from the heavens is squishing and leaves that for Gargi, and Energy will take us to game number 5 for the first game in this or the first matchup, their first matchups in the upper round 1. So Arsenal will put that off to the side, go up to the ceiling, and he misses the ball, and then more boost now. Swishy over to Justin, and it goes in. Yes, it does. Thought it might have hit bar and gone out at the top of the crossbar, but LJ over to Hoxer, and double commit comes through, but they pinch it up in the air, and that's just going to fall down with very fast falling. And the first one to react to that was a Space Station player, as LJ on the sidewall now going to the back wall. Can he find the double touch? A little bit high, but Arsenal is there for the put away, and that is 2-1 to Space Station, as Energy trying to come back now, and Arsenal in his own corner gets a nice block, and Justin just can't quit and get it to it, as they had to push up. The third man had to be coming up, as well as the other first round matchups coming through now, as we are into the upper bracket quarterfinals with Optic and G2 both 3-0 their opponents. They're coming to face off in the upper quarterfinals now, as G2 take the 1-0 lead so far. Optic putting the pressure on, though, as the ball played out into the dangerous area above the 18, and a demo comes through, and AJ has an easy put away with a minute 40 remaining into the next one. as energy, or G2, not energy, G2 pushing for some more offense, but leave the ball and heading back in defense as the bump comes through with a nice bump dribble and is saved off the goal line, but not for long, as Optic take the lead with 50 seconds remaining, as these upper bracket quarterfinals still also best of fives, and only when you get into the upper bracket semifinals and the lower bracket quarterfinals, which we'll be covering in the next video, are they best of 7 games. But obviously, since these teams both won, whoever loses this series will drop into the lower bracket round number 2, as it is 1-1 in the second game of the matchup. As the ball played into midfield and trying to pass it is Chicago, but a demo comes through, and that's just going to be a shot on target from Chicago. Doesn't even need to pass it anymore. It's Optic taking the first game 3-1. G2 trying to start the second game out right, as they do with 30 seconds remaining. It's 3-1, looking a lot better for him. And JNAP's upfield, gonna get a touch shot on target. No, he can't. Reynolds gonna dump that up in there, but only G2 players are up, as all 3 members of Optic were back in their own half and their own goal, basically. As with 1 second remaining, it is 4-1, and G2 will take their first game, makes it 5-1. So they add a little bit more goals to it just in the beginning of game number 3, and not the greatest touch from Chicago. When a double commit comes through, they try to pass it up to him, but it falls kindly to Atomic, I believe that was, and he puts that one away. So that is a 1-0 lead. Still lots of time left in the game. Atomic is going to try to laze that one through. JNAPS decides not to come, as Magic Bear was there, and he demos someone for his trouble too, and with 0 boost past the infield, the AJ's got a lot better of an angle of a shot, and that is tie 1-1. They're going to dump that down into Optic's corner. And a pass across the field in middle of the box finds the 1 G2 man in between both the Optic players. That's 2-1 to G2 as they're going the opposite way. As defense turns the offense so quickly, and a nice double touch will give them the series lead right now, as they're looking for a demo, but Reynolds will pinch that off the post and out, as Magic Bear looking for air dribble over the last defender. Yes, he can get it. It's 1-0 with a minute 30 remaining. Still lots of time for G2 to come back, or Optic to finish this game off, as Magic Bear gets bumped into the ball, I believe that is, and he's going to just have an empty net to aim at, and that is 2-0, and will be the final score of game number 4, with just off the kickoff, Optic take a 1-0 lead. That's exactly what they wanted to do in game number 5 to move on to the upper bracket semifinals. With 1-0 the lead, still 4 minutes remaining. Reynolds up in the air. Can he go over the last defender, who commits it, and he's able to go by the next defender coming, as they do win the last 2 games 2-0, 3-2 on the night, or on the day of the quarterfinals. In version 1, also winning Furia, beating FaZe Clan, and Space Station beating beating Gen G, as we're on to the lower bracket round number 1 with the teams that lost in the first round. Koi versus M80. Looking at this matchup for a winner moves on to the lower bracket round 2, as it is 1-1 into overtime we go. As Lineblaze trying to find his way through, can't quite do it, as Sosa stealing a boost in the corner. Gyro going for it, pinches the ball into the middle, back post. He's able to find a teammate and give Koi the 1-0 lead. This ball played out dangerously, and double commit comes through, but they are able to clear it, and stopped by Lineblaze for the time being, but it can't quite stop that pass, and it gets capitalized on by the Koi team. They're looking pretty good in the start of this lower bracket round number 1, and that ball's just going to go on target. Oh no, it doesn't, as it hits the post, but a Koi member is there, better eyes than me, and he reads it well to give them the 2-0 lead instead of missing a great opportunity like that. As that is 2-1 though from M80. They're able to get 1 back, and another nice redirect that launches that to the back wall. Almost puts that on target, and Cheese there trying to play defense, and he turns defense into offense really quickly. 3-1 to Koi. They're looking for a quick sweep in this third game. As Kinsey can't quite block that one out. M80 struggling a little bit. They're going to have to pull themselves together here in the last minute 20 if they want to stay in this. There's a nice demo coming through. Gyro can only put that off to the side for a little bit. Cheese can't quite find a touch to push it away, and off the back wall does another player from M80 come through and put it away. Into overtime we go again for the second time in the 3 games, as the ball played out dangerously in front of Koi's half, not cleared, and another defender comes through trying to push and force it out of the zone, but MM80 do take a game. They start the reverse sweep. He's got to start with one. His gyro into the corner. Nice pass, and he's able to find teammate lurking in the box and gets a goal for his troubles. There's still less time left for M80 to come back. That was another infield pass comes through in the corners again for the other team this time, though, as it is a 1-1 game with 40 seconds remaining, and 1-1 becomes 2-1 with 40 seconds remaining. M80 looking to take another game as gyro, passing that over to Cheese. Sosa trying to let the ball come to him, but Lion Base cuts that out, and we're going the other way immediately, and that is a 2-2 game tied up as they are on the reverse sweep track, as Koi is trying to stop that out as they get one goal that just slowly goes into the net, and the ball dangerously above the goal, and it blocked off the goal line, but a bump comes through and he can't save it as Koi stopped the reverse sweep, and Dignitas also taking the win. Shopify Rebellion and NRG 3-0 in Hey Bro, as we are into lower bracket round number 2, G2 versus Dignitas, as a loser will be eliminated from this tournament still. So obviously you have to make a lower bracket run as far as you can to the grand finals. Everybody wants to get there, so it's always a struggle as G2 take a 2-0 lead. Right off the kickoff, makes it a 3-0 lead with just seconds to play, as they are going to win, and it will be 3-1, but who cares? There's no goal differential in the tournament, so 3-1 or 3-0. I guess it's more about a thing of maybe you don't want to give up that one goal, but that is what it is sometimes in Rocket League, as there's already been a goal scored in this second game. And when another shot on target comes through, and Dignitas will take the second game 2-0. Just real quick, and nice way to come back after a hard defeat in game number 1. G2 take the lead in game number 3. It's a nice block on the line as Atomic, but G2 all in the same place. Not a lot of boost on the side as Atomic just picks up the 100, but he's in the corner, and that's not where you want to be with no one in goal. Dignitas, with their efforts of boost starving their team working out in their favors, they do it again. Good amount of boost now, but they're kind of scrambling in defense, and Dignitas will capitalize on that with a 2-1 lead. 40 seconds remaining. Chicago in the corner lets the ball go on the other side of him. JNEP's just going to put that one on target, and it can't be saved away. It's 4 minutes into overtime we go. Almost another full game of Rocket League being played here. Atomic will keep that in the zone. Dignitas not a lot of boost on the team, as they're all going for balls, but they're just a little bit too slow to it. I don't know if it's they don't have enough boost or what it is, but G2 were just running around them there, and will win the overtime game at 3-2 and take the series lead back. Looking for a finishing game here as Dignitas trying to stop that with one goal going through. Over to the sidewall. Atomic going to play that into the corner. Demos a person. Tries to bump another guy. He's able to do so. Trying to go for the third one. He doesn't get him, but he makes him jump. And Chicago has the rest of the field, or the goal to aim for. As we are 6 minutes into overtime in this game as well. As we played the 2 overtimes, or 10 minutes worth of games, 2 full games. As Evo gets a pass, and he's able to capitalize. And Dignitas force game number 5 with 1 game winner take all. Winner move on to the third round. The Atomic back post to Chicago. He's able to find it, as that could be it, with Dignitas in their own corner. The bump coming through, but Atomic, the G2 doesn't have the ball. This Evo is going to bump 1 and 2 out of the way, and just the ball just slowly rolls in. Right off the kickoff, though, JNAPS, can he beat a player? No, he can't. As it still comes to Chicago, he's going to flick that up in the air. Double commit comes through, saved, but no one's there for the put away, as they do fall, and G2 will take it 3-2 as Shopify Rebellion beat Gen G, FaZe Clan 3-0, Koi Energy beat Complexity 3-2, as that is a tough tester for both teams, Complexity versus Energy in the lower bracket round 2. We're into lower bracket round 3 now. It's Energy versus G2. It's already G2 with a goal, and Garrett G trying to get in a pass. He's got just enough boost, able to find the double touch on the back wall. And that is a 1-1 game. JNEPS can't quite do anything that defensively losing for Atomic. Not the greatest of clearances, though, and that's going to go in for Energy. as Garrett G is going to try to touch this ball over the side. Gets demoed for his troubles, though. Says 2-on-3. Atomic, and he gets a nice underneath the ball, so the defender touching it. It's going to still deflect and go towards the goal. A nice pass to a teammate as G2 take the 1-0 lead, and 1 becomes 2 right off the kickoff, though. Energy get one back. Yes, they can. Squishy first to the ball and puts that back post when the defender's already coming. That is 1-2 now. Cut the lead in half. Minute 45 remaining. J-Naps, the ball gets taken from Squishy. And when he dunks it on the player to make it a 2-2 game. Overtime we go. The first time this series. Chicago to the corner. He beats a couple players. And Justin tries to backflip it into it, but he backflips right into Chicago. So he beats all 3 players in a couple seconds span to give G2 the win in this second game of and a pinch save off the crossbar, and that lasers over to Garrett. He's just gonna fire that one on target, and Energy gotta be feeling good about that goal. And they save, pinch save off the crossbar and post out to another player across the field, and a lasered shot on target. J-Naps trying to go underneath the couple defenders. Double commit comes through, though, and the back post is open for a shot, and they will take that. Still 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Lots of action to be had still, and Justin will put that in off the back wall. Justin's going to leave that for Squishy, and he gets bumped a little bit in the air. I don't think that was the plan, and that will leave enough space for G2 to tie this game back up. As Justin to the back wall, can't quite find it, but Garrett G is there. He's going to put that up and to a dangerous area, and still just floating around. Squishy's going to put that back post, and that just edges on target the way it rolled up and around on the corner. That just became a shot on target out of nothing with 30 seconds remaining. G2 going to need one here. Chicago trying to find Atomic. Gets cut out, though, and Justin will take over, and no one's up in the air to challenge him yet as they're trying to scramble back. He pinches it, comes back post, and Garrett G is there for the put away, and Energy 4-2 take the game 3 in the series lead, with G2 coming back straight away with a minute remaining in game number 4. Looking for another goal. They are. As the shot comes through, demo comes through, and that's just an open net, and that is a 2-0 win for G2 as game number 5. See who moves on to lower bracket quarterfinals and a best of 7 to continue on in the spring regional number 2 with another shot on target from Justin. He's able to find it with just 17 seconds left. G2 gonna have to go for it here. Justin gonna get another touch on it, and he gets a 50 in Garrett G 1-on-1. He's able to do so and claim the victory as FaZe Clan beat Chava Island 3-0. Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in to the next one where we'll be covering the rest of this tournament. We'll see you then.